Day 2 of my ride in Japan. So here we are in front of this beautiful mountain. So yesterday we came from Tokyo to Yokohama, which is near Mount Fuji. So there is a lake, and nearby the lake there is a hotel, a very comfortable hotel. As riders we are used to staying even in tents, but having a hotel with all the amenities and facilities felt pretty good. So if you are coming for a international ride, I think that's the standards that they will maintain. So here you can see my group riding ahead, mostly BMW GS versions. Look at this road and the beauty, the color of the trees. Like this is autumn. Looks pretty amazing. So today we are going to ride 260 kilometers, and look at this lake, look at Mount Fuji right there. Wow. So it's very rare that you see Mount Fuji like this. It's usually covered with clouds. It's a volcanic mountain, inactive volcano, and the area around Mount Fuji has been developed because the volcanic eruption created some land mass around this mountain, and that's where this villages and towns developed around it. So everything is so neat and so clean. So here you can see Mount Fuji. Let me try to turn around without losing concentration on the road ahead. Alright, so yesterday I was riding a R90. Originally I had booked a 1300 GS, but then I shifted to R90 because I got a 1300 GS back home, and I thought I will try a new bike. So if you remember, or if you saw my day 1 video, you noticed that I was riding an R90. So the bike right in front, that's an R90. So 1100cc boxer engine, very high torque, and naked street bike. I will give you a better look at it. You can have a look at it. But for my height, it felt pretty cramped. So once you choose a bike, it's very hard to swap the bike in the middle of the ride. But due to certain circumstances, I got a little bit lucky, and I was able to get my 1300 GS. So I will be riding 1300 GS for the rest of my ride. So here you can see Mount Fuji. So very good tourist spot here. Anybody who comes to Japan will be coming to this place to see the mountain and the lake in front of it. So we have a long way to go. Out of 1500 kilometers, we have covered 200 kilometers. Today we will cover another 300. So around 1000 kilometers will be left for the rest of the week. And it's going to be riding every day, day in and day out. In some areas it's going to hit 2 degrees or maybe even 0, and 1300 GS comes with heated seats and heated hand grips. So here you can see heated seats and heated hand grips are switched on, and these features are also available in my 1300 GS back home. I never even dared touch it or activate it, because who wants heated seats and heated hand grips in India, right? So pretty pleasant ride. We are heading towards Lake Shojiko. Japan is like 100 years ahead of us. They are like efficient with everything. Look at these roads, look at the beauty of these roads. Can't believe this. I mean, day 2, it's still a surreal experience. Can't decide whether I am in a dream or whether I am in a reality. Obviously, it's reality. I mean, if this is the reality that you can live in, you don't need to do anything else. Even people who have so much money, they don't have the courage to ride a motorcycle. A lot of people think that motorcycling is risky. They will have fast cars, but sitting inside a car and driving around this area, it's like the windshield is just like a large screen. You are sitting inside a simulation. You are sitting inside a steel cage. If you are a man and if you have testosterone in your body, you have balls, you should do this. Because when you put yourself in some kind of danger, that's when you'll feel alive. Death is what gives meaning to life. When there is no possibility of death, you don't feel alive. With a motorcycle, you can crash and die. You are more likely to crash and die than driving a car. So we got a very clear view of Mount Fuji here. Yeah, sometimes I'm watching this, recording this video, and I get paranoid if it is recording. So I look at the rear view mirror to look at the status of my DJI Osmo 5. So I'm recording at 4K 60 FPS, which is, I think, pretty good. I also have the ND filter on. Yesterday I was recording without the ND filter, and the sun was overexposed. The lights was overexposed. So we just seem to be going around this very big lake. I mean, after seeing lakes in Ooty, Kodaikanal, look at this lake. So well maintained, so clean. If it was India, people would be like littering everywhere. Unfortunate but true. Don't get offended. I believe everybody should come to Japan. Obviously, everybody cannot afford to come to Japan, but if I had the capability, I will bring people to Japan to let them see how clean it is maintained. It's a cultural thing here. Thousands of years they have had this culture of cleanliness. So we are going through a tunnel. Tunnel is always fun. So today I am number 4 in position. Yesterday I was number 10 with the R90. So this bike has a sequence number of 4. So I will be riding a little bit ahead in the group. I think this is the best money that I have ever spent in my life. To have this experience here in Japan. I don't think I would have been this happy if I had just come for a vacation in Japan and just went around in a tour group, sightseeing with a guide explaining stuff to us. I don't need any explanation. I will read Wikipedia or I will watch a YouTube video. I want this experience. I want the feeling of flying that you will get only in a bike. I mean, obviously everybody wants to fly. Everybody wants to become a pilot, fly a plane. Everybody wants to become an astronaut. Go to outer space. All this is cool stuff, but becoming an astronaut or flying a plane is not for the masses, right? Most of the people cannot afford it. But riding a motorcycle, most of the people, at least most of the people watching this video, can afford it. I mean, you don't need to ride a 1300 GS to enjoy motorcycling. My wife has a 200cc Hornet. If I take out my Hornet, then I still feel the joy of motorcycling. If you cannot visit countries like this, aim for it in the future. But ride motorcycles. As a man, especially when you are in your 30s and 40s, there are too many things bothering you, right? Family, kids, ex wife, ex girlfriend. Just too much to handle. Just come for a ride like this and forget everything for a while. Obviously, I would like to keep riding here forever, but I can't do that. Responsibilities are there, and I have to do my responsibilities. I have responsibility towards my customers, I have responsibility towards my wife, parents, everything. But once in a while, you do need to take a break. These kind of curves, I can handle it much better on an R90. But GS is not bad either. Because of the low center of gravity, it's pretty easy to handle. For some reason, this GS feels smoother than my GS. Maybe that's because this GS has done 7,000 kilometers. Or sometimes I feel like maybe it's because everything is low quality in India, and maybe the GS motorcycles that has come to India is also low quality. I don't know. I hope not. Especially an option 719 should not be a low quality bike. It's an imported CBU right from Berlin, Germany. I heard even the 900 GS motorcycles are manufactured in China, not in Berlin, Germany. Only the 1250s and the 1300s GS, GSAs are manufactured in Berlin, Germany. So I will go back home and probably change oil. Apparently there is a high performance oil called Pokelo. Sounds funny, Pokelo. So Pokelo oil I will put on my bike and see if it becomes smoother. Handling wise it's the same feeling. Radar cruise control it's the same, but this just feels a little bit more opened up than my GS back home. I would like to take my GS and go from Bangalore to London. You cannot always rent a bike if you are doing rides for like 2 months and all. This seems to have a little bit different features than my bike. So I don't want to stop the video. If you are still watching, feel free to watch it. Not much to say. It's just so much to experience and not much to say. But I mean, how can I be not recording all this, right? It's so good. So I'm thinking of making a single 20 to 30 minute video about my entire Japan trip, where I will be actually editing the different clips that I take, the highlights of the entire trip, and make a single video. But as of now, I also like to make these long form videos, which I will just upload directly to YouTube without any editing. So that way it's just easy to have this content delivered to folks who are like you guys, who are like just ready to watch this on Ultra HD or 4K and just relax along with me. Some people like to watch my video while playing some background music. I like to watch my videos again. I don't like to hear myself again, but I would put some music, put this 4K video on my TV while I'm eating or something. My wife always complains that I watch TV while I'm eating. So I'm not supposed to watch TV. I am supposed to concentrate on the taste of the food, which is fair enough. But while I'm eating, I would like to play these videos back on mute or with some background music, where I can just keep watching and keep reliving the experience. So I'm not supposed to overtake when there is an yellow line, but I think exceptions can be made when you know that you are not in a blind corner and you can have a clear view ahead. Alright, looks like we are having a stop, maybe for some snacks. Wow, look at this. It's like a great spot for some photos. Oh, we have a Mount Fuji viewpoint here. This is a great way to end the day 2 video. Okay, we are supposed to be on the bikes. Park it up close in the slope. How are we going to get it out? I'm hesitant. Let's do it. Worry about it when we are taking it out. Let's leave it in the gear so that we have the lock. Put the side stand. Wow, looks so good with the Mount Fuji and all the 1250 and 1300 GS. Look at this beauty. Alright, that's it for day 2. I might make another day 2 video. Stay tuned.